Are you looking for the perfect dessert, healthy, delicious, and low calorie with a lot of nutrients? Well, you're in the right place. We're gonna make this amazing coconut jello with fruit. Hello everyone, my name is Laura. Bienvenidos a mi casa, que es tu casa. I'm very happy to have you here and have the chance to cook together. So let's begin with this yogurt jello that is amazing because it's so healthy, delicious, full of fruits. So you can actually be very happy of your children eating jello the whole day. First of all, we're gonna make this from scratch. So you're gonna need some unflavored Jello, also named gelatin. You're gonna use 1 ounce of gelatin for each cup of liquid that you're gonna use. So I have 4 envelopes here. Each one is 28 grams, 1 ounce. And I'm gonna dissolve this in 1 cup of natural water, just regular temperature. So we're gonna add it here. And after that, we're just gonna mix it very fast with a spoon and we're gonna leave it rest for about 5 minutes. We need the gelatin to absorb the whole water so we can then add it to the rest of the recipe. So I'm gonna leave this resting for about 5 minutes and we're gonna continue with our jello. Come over here. I have 4 cups of water over here. I'm gonna add 1 cup of sugar. You can use this sugar substitute or whatever you like better to sweeten your desserts. And I'm gonna I have some coconut essence and I'm gonna add 1 spoon of coconut essence per 1 cup of water. So I'm adding 4 spoons of essence. There we go. And we need the sugar to be very well dissolved in this. So I'm just gonna leave it here in the warm water and I'm gonna move it until I can see that there is no more sugar in there, that is all dissolved. Look, your jello has to look like this, totally dissolved in the water. And now we're gonna add it in the warm water over here with the sugar. I turn off the heat, so it's only the hot water, and I'm gonna add it, and we are gonna dissolve this very well. You don't wanna see any of the jello in here. You just wanna see liquid, because this is gonna be the base for our jello with fruit. To make your jello, you can use any kind of vase. I'm using a metal vase. You can use a glass vase or the ones that are special for jellos that are plastic. What matters is that you need to spread some oil on it if you don't want it to stick on it. So just make sure that you put oil all over, then spread it with a napkin and put it in the fridge for about 5 minutes. For the next step, we're gonna decorate our jello with fruit. Use a seasonal fruit. I'm choosing a strawberry, mango, and grapes, but you can use whatever you want, but kiwi and pineapple, because that is never gonna become a jello. They have some kind of ingredient, those kind of fruits, that won't let you stick together the jello, so don't use them. Now, for the strawberries, I'm gonna cut them in 4, and this is gonna depend a lot in the form of your vase. Just there is a trick that you have to know. For each cup of water or liquid that you are using, you are gonna need 1 ounce of grenadine or 28 grams of grenadine or unflavored Jello. So I'm just cutting in 4 my strawberries, look this way, so I can use them to decorate my Jello. I also cut in squares some mango, and I have some grapes that I already washed, so they are ready to be used. There we go. So I'm gonna show you an idea of how I'm gonna decorate my Jello. So I'm adding 1 strawberry on each of these sides. Just accommodate your strawberries wherever you feel better. I'm just putting these strawberries this way because I'm gonna push them all the way here, and it's gonna look nice with the figure of the base that I'm using. And I'm also using some grapes that I'm gonna put next to the strawberries over here. There we go. So here we have the dissolved grenadine. We also have the sugar, the coconut flavor, the water, and now we're gonna add it over here. You don't have to cover it totally up, other way the fruit is gonna begin floating, going to the top, and you don't want that. So we're gonna do it just little by little. Don't put it straight into the base, the water, because it's gonna move the fruit, so you need to do it slowly. There we go. Just enough to cover. And remember, it is much better if this water is already cold, because we put some fat on the base so it won't stick. And if it is hot, it's gonna melt the fat, it's gonna come up, and it's gonna make your Jell-o look dirty. So there we go. It seems like this is enough to stick all together, to cover it. I'm just gonna put a little so it gets all the Jell-o, and we're gonna put this in the fridge for about 15 to 20 minutes. You don't want it to be totally done, the Jell-o, because we're gonna add another part that is made with yogurt and coconut also. And if this gets done and then you put the other one, you're gonna get like 2 layers, and you want it to stick all together, okay? So before it comes all together in here, we need to add the other part. So let's put it in the fridge for about 15 to 20 minutes. So I still have over here about 3 cups of the water with sugar and coconut and everything else. We are gonna use it, but we're gonna add 2 cups of yogurt, natural yogurt. If you prefer, you can use any flavor of yogurt. And as we're gonna add 2 cups of liquid, I need another 2 envelopes of gelatin. I have 1 cup of water over here, and I'm adding 1 ounce per envelope, or 28 grams per envelope. And the same way, we're gonna mix it very, very well. We're gonna leave it resting for about 5 minutes so we can dissolve the Jell-o very, very well. There we go. And over here, I'm gonna add to this liquid, I'm gonna add 2 cups of natural yogurt. Remember, don't do this when the water is hot, otherwise the milk from the yogurt is gonna cut and it's gonna become a mess. I'm gonna add another 2 spoons of coconut essence. You can do it with vanilla essence, almonds, whatever you prefer. I'm using coconut because I just want it to be like so tropical. And I'm also adding 1/4 cup of coconut, shredded coconut. There we go. And we're gonna mix all this together. And after that, we are also adding the Jell-o. Look, the yogurt is kind of difficult to mix with the other stuff because you can see these pieces of yogurt, so I'm using one of these, and I'm just gonna mix it well, so we can put all together, and then we can add our Jell-o when it's all dissolving water. So I have my grenadine very well dissolved over here. I'm gonna mix it with the coconut and the yogurt that we have over here, and we wanna make sure that it comes all together because this is gonna make it yellow. So we need to make sure that it's all very, very well mixed. And look, this is staying in my fridge for about 10 to 15 minutes in my refrigerator, and now it's not like totally stick together, and we need that. Otherwise, this is gonna become 2 layers, 1 layer of the fruit and another layer of the coconut, and nothing happens. It's just gonna be a little harder to take it out, but still it's gonna be delicious if that happens to you in that case. Okay, so this is ready. Okay, we're gonna put it on top of the other Jell-o. Just be careful, little by little. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. And I like to leave my Jell-os refrigerating for the whole night. Other way, if you wanna make it right away, you can just leave it for 4 to 6 hours, and this is gonna be ready and amazing. And I'm gonna show you how it looks like at the end. If you're having trouble with your Jell-o because it's sticky in the pan, don't worry. Just leave it there resting for about 5 minutes, and it's gonna warm up and it's gonna fall by itself. You can just get a little thumbs on top so you can help it to come out. And let's look at our Jell-o of yogurt, coconut yogurt, and fruit. Look how amazing it is. It's great for the whole family. Kids can be eating it the whole day with no trouble because they are eating something nutritious, something healthy, a lot of fruits, a lot of water. And remember, Jell-o with no flavor, gelatin, is gonna help you to have beautiful hair, to grow your nails very strong. So it's actually pretty good for yourself. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please look for me on Instagram as Spicy Latina Mom, the same on Facebook, and I see you next Wednesday with another Mexican amazing recipe. Bye guys.